Have you ever tried to write a business plan? You know the drill. You spend weeks, maybe even months, building this huge 100-page document. And by the time you're finally done, guess what? The market's already moved on. Your brilliant plan is basically a history paper. There has to be a better way, right? Well, there is. Let's get into it.
See, the old way of doing things was just rigid. It was super text-heavy, static, and it just couldn't keep up with how fast things change. The new way? It's visual, it's flexible, and it's so concise it literally fits on a single page. Now, this isn't just a small change, it's a completely different way of thinking about how to build a business. We're moving from a static document to a living, breathing model.
So, what is this game-changing tool? It's time to meet the business model canvas. Think of it as your visual blueprint for your entire business. It's the framework that helps you systematically understand, design, and, even reinvent your business model from scratch. This was created by Alexander Osterwalder and Yves Pigneur, and it's just a really powerful visual framework. What it does is it breaks down your entire business into 9 essential building blocks. And the reason this is so powerful is that it lets you see the whole picture at once. All the different interconnected parts of your business are laid out right there in front of you. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. 9 blocks? That sounds like a lot to keep track of. But don't worry, the real genius here is that these 9 blocks are just designed to help you answer 4 key questions. 4 absolutely fundamental questions that every single business, no matter what, has to figure out.
The first, and you could argue the most important question is, who are your customers? Now, this isn't just one block, it's actually 3 connected pieces. You've got your customer segments, who are the actual people you're trying to create value for. Then your channels, how do you get your product or service to them? And finally, your customer relationships. What kind of vibe do they expect from you? Is it personal? Automated?
All right, next up, question number 2. What are you offering them? This is your value proposition, and it sits right in the heart of the whole canvas. This is the thing, the product, the service, that creates real value for your customers. In other words, this is the reason they're going to choose you over somebody else. It's kind of the whole point. Okay, so you know who you're serving and what you're offering. Question 3 is, how do you actually deliver it? This is basically the whole backstage operation of your business. It covers your key activities, the most important things you have to do to make it all work. Your key resources, the stuff you have to have, like a factory or a patent. And your key partnerships, the other companies or suppliers you need to work with to pull it off. And finally, the question that decides if you've got a business or just an expensive hobby: how do you make money? This is your financial foundation, and it's broken down into 2 parts. You've got your revenue streams, that's how the money comes in from your customers, and you've got your cost structure. That's all the money that goes out to keep the lights on. This is where you figure out if your amazing idea can actually be profitable. Now, just understanding these 9 blocks, that's only the beginning. The real magic of the business model canvas isn't as some abstract theory you put on a wall. Nope. Its true power is as a hands-on toolkit for taking action and running experiments. So let's look at how you actually use this thing. It really comes down to a simple 4-step cycle. First, you map out your idea, just sketch out the canvas and start filling in the blocks, focusing on your value proposition and customers first. Second, and this is so critical, you test your assumptions. Get out of the building, talk to real customers, see if your ideas survive contact with reality. Third, you analyze the numbers to make sure the math actually works. And fourth, you iterate and adapt. Your canvas is a living document, not a stone tablet. You're always tweaking it. This quote right here perfectly captures the mindset you need. It's not about getting everything perfect the first time. It's about using fail fast, learn fast as your North Star. Every little failure, every experiment that doesn't work out, it's not a loss, it's a lesson. It's valuable data that helps you get closer and closer to a business model that truly works. So, when you put it all together, what does this all really mean? Well, it represents a huge shift in how we build businesses. It's about letting go of that old, rigid, static plan and embracing a living, breathing model that can change and evolve. At the end of the day, the business model canvas is all about building businesses that can actually survive and thrive in the real world. It helps you create a model that's resilient enough to handle surprises, innovative enough to stand out from the crowd, and, most importantly, is completely obsessed with your customer. That's really the big idea here. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge. Your business model isn't a fact. It's a living document made up of a bunch of guesses. And the only way to move forward is to start turning those guesses into facts. So my question to you is, what is the very first assumption you're going to test?